Hello you guys, and welcome back to this week's video. For this week, we are going to be talking about my fall TBR. Okay, so I've written down some things in my notebook. I just made this notebook, by the way. It's a Louise Carmen dupe, and I just got some leather and then I cut it out and I put some notebooks in there. So I have my options for my TBR in here, and I thought I would chat about it because currently I have a lot of books that I want to get into, but I don't know the timing wise, so making this video will probably help me figure out my exact timing of when I will be reading these books. First up, we have Alchemized, and that is my current read right now. And it is a hefty girl. Alchemized is based off of the fan fiction called Manacled by Sinlin Yu, and I have yet to read Manacled. I really wanted to read Alchemized first before I got into Manacled, so that is the goal right now. It is 1,024 pages, so it is a lot, and I'm filming a reading vlog for it, but it's not going to be up super fast like my normal reading vlogs because it is so lengthy. So I'm currently working on a reading vlog for that, and I'm reading that right now. So far, we meet Helena, and she is trapped after the war. She's basically held prisoner, and something happened to her brain, and they're trying to figure out what is going on. I don't want to give too much away because I am filming a reading vlog for it, so I don't want to talk about the full synopsis, but that is what I'm reading right now. I just read How to Kill a Rock Star, and that was like a grungy love story turned mystery turned second chance romance. Like, it was a lot of things, and I would highly recommend. Honestly, it was a very fun read, one that I was not expecting. At one point it was a what's gonna happen sort of moment, and I was like, I don't really know how I feel about this. I have like 2 chapters left. Like, what are they gonna do within 2 chapters? Oh yeah, a ton happens. So definitely give it a read. I was pretty shocked by it. I didn't film a reading vlog for that, but I did talk about it in my last video. But I was just shocked about the ending and everything. Next is The X-Hex, and it is a paranormal romantic comedy novel by Erin Sterling. The story follows Vivian, a witch who, after a heartbreak, drunkenly curses her ex-boyfriend, Reese. 9 years later, when Reese returns to their town, Graves Glen, the curse begins to cause magical chaos, forcing Vivi and Reese to work together to save the town and break the spell. So that is going to be next, and I'm going to read that after Alchemized because I really want like a spooky book for Halloween. I feel like that would be really fun. I feel like it'll be a nice refresh after Alchemized because it is very heavy right now. This isn't your normal fantasy. It is very more like on the emotional side, but I thought the X-Hex would be a nice reprieve, fun romance, fun fantasy witchy romance for Halloween. So I'm very excited about that. So after the X-Hex, after my reprieve, I want to read Direbound. Direbound is about Marin Cooper, a commoner who enlists in the military to save her kidnapped sister and is forced into the deadly bonding trials. For this, I do want to film a reading vlog for this one because I feel like this would be very fun, and it is very in-depth. So I've seen it's a big book, so I really am excited about this one and to get into it. It's uncovering dark truths, fantasy, and it also has some romance in it. So I'm excited for that one, but I thought that I would lean more into fantasy this fall instead of just fall romances because I do miss my fantasy era. I miss reading Fourth Wing and all of that, so I thought that that would be a good addition. For post Direbound, I think I want to read Atmosphere. Now, Atmosphere is not necessarily a fall book. I know that. But I feel like it would be a good precursor to the rest of my fantasy books for the fall. And before we get into winter reading and stuff, I'm very much so a mood reader and a seasons reader, so that would be pretty good for me to just have a pause. I also love anything that has to do with space. I feel like it's very interesting and very cool, and I'm really excited to see what Taylor Jenkins Reid has in store for that book because I've heard really great things, but I am late to the game clearly, and I really want to read it for myself and get into it. Atmosphere is about 1980s and Joan Goodwin becomes a NASA astronaut and is in a crisis during a space mission in 1984. The past timeline, so there's like a present and a beginning. The past timeline follows Joan's journey into the space program, her mentorship with her fellow astronaut Vanessa Ford, their secret love affair amidst the era's discrimination. So I thought that that would be a very fun book to read and just a very interesting book. You have 1980s politics that has to do with discrimination, just the whole inner workings of that. And then you also have her being in the space program, which is a success in itself. So I'm very excited about that, to see where that one goes. That is going to be after Direbound, which I'm very excited for. Up in the air right now, I'm stuck in between Babel and Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. I don't know which one to read after Atmosphere, because I feel like Atmosphere might be a bit of a heavier one, a bit of like, I gotta think a little bit and not relax as much afterwards. And I feel like Babel might not be like the perfect one for that. I'm not totally sure. So I think it might be Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. I don't know. And then save Babel for after all of that, because I feel like Babel would be a nice, like, okay, here's my like modern literature book before I get into like my winter reads. And my winter reads, I have not decided what those are yet, so I won't talk about those. But I do want to get more into like some classics. Like I want to read at least one classic for the winter time, and my birthday's in the winter time. And I saw Sarah Corelli for her birthday. She read all of her favorite books for her birthday. So I think I'm going to pick one favorite book of mine to read for my birthday. So the week of my birthday, when I'm in Cape May, I'm going to vlog it and also read like one of my favorite books. I think I want to read like Wuthering Heights in the winter. Like that would be like my one classic. And then maybe like a wintry romance, and then a book that's like my favorite, which there's a lot that are my favorite. So far, like currently, my favorite book that I've like read this past year was Iron Flame. Now, this was before I started making YouTube videos, but Iron Flame, if my birthday was in the month of October, I would be reading. I will read that for my birthday, I don't know, but Iron Flame does not get the recognition that it should, and it was definitely like one of the best books I've ever read in my entire life. Just like the communication barrier, physical barriers between Xaden and Violet, like it was unmatched. Like it has been done before, but definitely not like that. It was beautiful, and I digress. But so maybe I'll read that for my birthday. I don't know. So far, that is my TBR for the month of October and leading into November. In the month of November, I think I do want to like put Babel there instead. So I think I'm going to do Alchemize the X-Hex, Direbound, Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil, just to keep all of my Halloweeny stuff within the month of October. And if it blends into November a little bit, that's okay too. I will read Atmosphere and then Babel, or Babel then Atmosphere. Still up in the air, but I thought I would just like talk about my little schedule a little bit for those books. I'm very excited to read all of these books. I was going to read Direbound before I started Alchemized. I'm a follower, and I need to be able to be reading the same book that everybody is reading at the same time, because I have an issue and I have FOMO. So that is why I'm reading that currently and not Direbound. Yeah, that's literally the only reason like why I'm not reading. And I know that this video is like all of me just like rambling, but I thought that getting my thoughts of like all the books that I want to read for this month out would like help me a little bit. So thanks for bearing with me if you're still here like watching this. So that's gonna be the fall reads, October reads leading into November. So far I haven't picked out any that other ones that I'd like want to read for November, because I know that Alchemized might take me a while, and I don't think I'm going to be able to finish all of these books in the month of October. Hopefully we can finish these books. I can come back, maybe give a recap on them, and we could talk about my November books and December books. If you guys want to see my notebook, I'll give a little show. Hold on. So this is like the little elastic that goes in the front, and it's just like a little shell that I found at Michael's. And then you take it off here, and I put some grommets in the back, and then it basically flips open. And I do want to get like a portfolio so I can have like pictures here and stuff, or like a clip. So I have my agenda of just like my weeks and stuff. So there's that one. And then on here, I just have like a little notebook of like my to-do list and like some journaling. So that's like just like kind of like my junk journal one. And then this one is my YouTube videos. So like any ideas that I have, so like this video is in here. Any ideas I might have, I put in there. And then this is my little sketchbook, and I've already sketched a bit. Yeah, so I'm like super proud of this. It's literally just a piece of leather with some like grommets in on the sides, but I think it's super cute and it holds everything that I like want it to hold. I'm very impressed with myself. It literally took me like 2 hours to make, so if you feel inspired to make one of these, maybe I could give like a little tutorial, even though I would probably be very bad at explaining it. Here are my little grommets that I had to punch in. These ones I messed up on because I was following instructions and my grommet size was like too big, but that's okay. And then I have a little stone from a necklace that I stopped wearing a while ago, and so I thought it would be cute here, and then a little seashell because I live in Florida and I thought that was like a cute addition. That's my notebook. And now this video is just becoming a culmination of everything, but that's all I have for you guys. I think that I talked about enough books on here and enough things, and it's all a big jumbled mess, and I'm so sorry about that, but I thought I would just like sit down and chit chat with you guys for this video, and I kind of enjoyed it. I had a fun time, even though I am like all over the place and I'm so rambly. I can't wait for you guys to see the Alchemized reading vlog. It's gonna be very fun. I just can't wait to start talking about it. I've yet to like really start the video. So far so good. I'm really enjoying it. Very sad so far. And I'm like just not even scratching the surface. I got 100 pages in and I was so excited and so proud of myself, and then I was like, oh, right, yeah. Oh, it is 1,024 pages, so this is impossible. We will get through it. We will persist. I'm very excited about this, and you guys will see that very soon. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next week for our next video, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys have a lovely week, and all things above. So